Hey everyone, welcome to our Real Review series. We're Notebeats CG Academy. I'm Harris Wu, and I'm here with Sitting Liu and Chen Ji. In this series, we're going to break down rigging and the CFX rules to help you understand what makes a good portfolio for landing a job in our industry. This is an ongoing, completely free series, so if you want us to review your work, feel free to send us your reel anytime you want. And if you find this is helpful, make sure to subscribe and share it. It will help us a lot. Before we get started, just a quick note. Everything we share here is based on our own experience and personal opinion, and it doesn't represent any studio we have worked with. So let's get started. Today, we're going to review Nathan's rigging reel. Big thanks to Nathan for sharing his work with us. Let's take a look at his reel first. Okay, let's start the review. This is a pretty strong rigging reel. It covers all the key areas and looks very promising. This is definitely the kind of reel I would be interested in moving forward for an interview. Even for a mid-level position, I could see a case being made for an exception here. Of course, there are still some presentation aspects that could be improved, so let's go through them one by one. Let's start with Chen Chen.
Yeah, it's very strong rail, and I like the rail very much. The uniform deformation needs to be improved a bit. To me, I'll improve the color area. Now the deformation is not very good. Also, for the neck, maybe because the animation, I'm not sure about it, but if I were you, I'll do make the neck back a bit. Another one is the shoulder area. If I were you, I'll make the model a little bit better. So we have the theme of the shoulder area. So that'll make the uniform like this. I think the deformation will be better. And for the elbow area, I'll make it sharp. And the cuff area should be like this. About the hand, I do suggest you to check the bony landmark of the hand here, here, and here. And we are losing the volume here. Also, the shape of the hand is not very good. So I'll pay more attention on the deformation of the uniform. If I were you, I'll update the model, make the model a little bit better, and try to keep the volume and keep the sharp area. So that'll make the deformation definitely much better. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, I really like this character, very cute, and the deformation and the animation fits the overall design of this character as well. So if I have to say anything could be improved, I would suggest the deformation around the mouth could get more polished. For example, the volume of the lips isn't preserved very well during those extreme poses. But overall, it's still a very good piece. It doesn't stop the demo from being a very solid work. And also here, it is important to include a squash stretch in your cartoon face rig. Overall, it's looking good, but you don't have to show this long. Like this, the lower face squash stretch doesn't look really good. You can cut this piece out. And also, I really like this section. This section showing the background character expression is really impressive. In studio production, we often need to auto-rig all the secondary character as well. I think you did a good job here. It would be even more impressive if you could show any tools or any tech design you wrote and you designed to achieve this result. And it would be better to show how you manage to transfer animation from one character's face to another one, especially from a big character like this, transfer to a small character like this without causing the mesh crush on the face. Also, for this part, you already have a very impressive face rig in the beginning. I would say you don't have to show again on a less impressive character. I would suggest you to take this piece and apply all the controller manipulation to the previous character. It will be better. That's all from my side.
All right, thanks for Chen Chen and the city. Like what I said, this is already a very strong piece. If we're the reviewer, we're definitely going to be happy to send out an interview to chat about this reel more. Everything we have here is just to help to make this reel even better. It doesn't mean it has any major issues here or there. Okay, so to me, my suggestion is right now here we have some unrelated shots. Let's say we have this car and we have also these police officer which have some major deformation issues Chen Chen already mentioned. And we also have some car animation here. So my suggestion is we can cut all of these out so we can focus on this girl at the beginning. This is the character you're going to spend lots of time to showcase in your reel, and this is the most impressive piece in your reel. So I don't want to see anything else at the beginning, so I can have my full focus on this one. And also like something like a car animation is not really needed for a rigging reel. And also, you already have around 1 minute and 40 seconds for this whole reel. If we cut these pieces out, just like what Sitting said, so we can have more time to break down these two to show more details on these two. The other thing is I agree with Sitting. We will need some more time to show more details about the tool itself besides the final result. Because right now, from what I see from your whole reel, it is really good, but it doesn't really give me the impression you write any tools there. I mean, of course you did. You did a lot, right? You did the car, you did the auto rig, and you did the pre-roll script here, but you didn't show anything about the tool itself too much. So that's why, like, as a reviewer, like, when I review the reel, I go really fast, right? So sometimes I'll be a bit careless, so that I might miss lots of the details there. So because everything is only results, so what I see is like okay, rig, and okay, so here's small script, then rig. So I don't really have the impression that you write any major tools there. So since this one is pretty solid and pretty interesting, I would also suggest you to spend more time to break it down and show actually the tool itself. Maybe show a bit more about the auto rig design, like how you going to rig each part of the face, and is there any auto skinning, or is there anything like needs to do manually or going to fully automated? It's going to be worth to showcase here. All right, so that's it for our feedback on this reel. As we mentioned at the beginning, this is very solid work already. With some adjustment in presentation, I'm sure it can stand out even more. Big thanks to Nathan for sharing your work with us, and thanks everyone for watching. We hope this was helpful. If you found it useful, don't forget to share and subscribe. And if you'd like us to review your reel as well, feel free to send it over anytime. See you in the next one.